beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zoya Day, licensed esthetician, and this is Dee's Beauty Room, your #1 source for professional skincare advice, product knowledge, and esthetician tips. And in today's video, we're going to be talking all about different toners and the way to use them and how they best benefit your skin and your skin type. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and let's get into today's video. So there's a few different ways toners can actually be used in your everyday skincare routine. One is right after cleansing to further cleanse any dirt or debris off the skin. It can also be used to treat certain skin concerns like hyperpigmentation or breakout. It can also add hydration and moisture back into the skin after cleansing and prep the skin for further treatments such as serums, essence, and even moisturizer. Now let's talk about the 3 most common types of toners. The first one is probably the most popular and the most recommended for all skin types, and that's a hydrating toner. Most hydrating toners contain humectants like hyaluronic acid or glycerin, which is a really good way of holding moisture within the skin. And the whole point of a hydrating toner is to give the skin a quick boost of hydration. And also, these are the type of toners that are really good to use right after cleansing to remove any type of extra cleanser, makeup, or maybe even a face mask, depending on how you're using it. The next type of toner is an exfoliating toner. Now this type of toner is claimed to be the secret to glowing skin, which I don't disagree with, but exfoliating toners usually contain a type of acid or maybe even fruit enzyme. The most popular types of toners are usually glycolic acid toners and salicylic acid toners. They get rid of dead skin cells that are on the skin, and they can also help with relieving flakiness, dullness, and roughness on the skin, so pretty much helping with the overall texture. Exfoliating toners also help to keep the pores free and clear of debris and dirt, making them appear visibly smaller. And the third type of toner that we have is treatment toners, and these are more targeted and intended to solve a specific skin issue. They're usually marketed or pushed as a soothing toner, brightening toner, anti-aging, and maybe even pH balancing. These treatment toners do a little more than just hydrating the skin and usually contain more active ingredients. For example, a brightening toner would usually have something with vitamin C to help with the brightness of skin. Now let's talk about the actual benefits of a toner. So as we kind of talked about a little bit already in the video, toners are really great at helping to prep and hydrate the skin, whether you're getting something done in a treatment room or performing your at-home routine. It also helps protect the skin from different types of elements. And for the most part, most toners are formulated to make sure the skin stays clean. Toners like witch hazel and even rose water are actually really great at removing oils and makeup from the skin without being too stripping. Just make sure that they don't contain any alcohols. And using a toner isn't necessarily a requirement for your skincare routine, but it definitely helps with aiding and retaining moisture within the skin, and for the most part is always naturally hydrating. Just make sure you're reading the back of the ingredient labels. And I really recommend it for skin that is a little more on the drier side, because it really helps with holding on to any moisturizing products that you apply to your skin, especially moisturizers. Now there are definitely some ingredients you want to avoid when looking for toners, and one of the most common ingredients is alcohol. Now, as we know, alcohol tends to have a super drying effect, especially when it comes to the skin, which can cause inflammation and irritation within the skin. So if you feel like you have a toner or an essence that is causing more irritation and dryness than it is hydrating, then you want to check the ingredient list. There might be some type of alcohol listed in there somewhere. The next ingredient is going to be benzoyl peroxide. Now this is something that's typically used to treat acne and breakouts, which you might think is a really good thing, which it does have really great properties, but sometimes can be a little too harsh in toners, especially if it's something you're new to using. So I recommend using it in either a cleanser or a mask first to see how your skin adjusts to it and gradually build from there. Now the next one, I feel like shouldn't really be in any type of skincare products, and that is fragrances. So artificial fragrances should really be avoided in all products, if you ask me, because a lot of skincare and even makeup companies hide a lot of unknown ingredients under the term fragrance. Now our last toxic ingredient you want to steer clear of, I've actually covered in my toxic ingredients to avoid video, so I'll make sure to link it somewhere below, is going to be parabens and phthalates. So these two chemicals are actually really low grade and low cost preservatives that can be extremely toxic to the skin with overuse. And since you're applying it to the skin, it's going to be easily absorbed and go into the bloodstream, causing all types of skin irritating issues and health issues. So the best way to apply toner, in my opinion, is either on a cotton pad or in 4x4 or aesthetic wipe. I prefer using an aesthetic wipe just because it doesn't leave the lint residue that sometimes cotton rounds and cotton pads have. Or you can just spray directly onto the skin and let it air dry. You can actually see how I apply toner in a few of my other demo videos, so make sure you check them out. And if you are still trying to build and create your skincare routine, make sure you also check out my other videos on how to discover your skin type. And if you want more skincare tips and advice, make sure you head over to my Instagram and tune in for my video next week where we'll be talking about some of the best skincare of 2020. So make sure you stick around for that, and we will see you in my next video.